back to the channel. I'm Stasia Bliss. We are doing collective readings today. This is the reading for Libra, the sign of Libra, sun, moon, rising. Wherever it is in your chart, we also just entered into Libra season. So happy birthday to the Libras. We just passed over the equinox, which is so exciting. We're in a new phase, right? We're getting ready for a second eclipse coming in. Let's go ahead. I got some new cards to share with you. Let's go ahead and clear the energy. Clearing the cards from previous readings, tuning into Libra, the scales, the justice of the zodiac. They who watch over relationship, partnership, diplomacy. Bringing in asking spirit to help with this collective reading, the information, wisdom that our Libras need. So I'm using, this is the deck I spoke of in my second Divine Union talk I did recently on the breath of sacred relationship. I talk about the Qi Vesta, which is a 4-deck Lemurian divination device, also called a manifestation device that my teacher Almine channeled in. So we're going to ask the question of, for Libra, what is best supportive this week in a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. There's 4 decks here on all 4 levels, and tie those together, okay? So let's begin with the physical level for the Aries in general. Okay, there's 2 things. Harmonious union and maintaining sacred space. How appropriate for the partnership signs. Let's talk about this a little deeper. This is card 22, which is a number of mastery in the Qi Vesta. So check that out. Harmonious union. The Lemurian is Nesbar ek Varanat. And the deeper concept, remember this is in the physical realm, how we're acting physically, for total oneness to exist. Now, this might trigger some of you, but listen, tune in. All beings must be androgynous, meaning their masculine and femininity blended into one in perfect harmonious union. So again, as within, so without. So as we work to balance this within ourselves, and that means you're logical and you're intuitive, are in perfect balance in yourself. You're not over one or the other. You're keeping it in check. So as you do that, again, you can manifest, reflect that same thing externally. And then we have maintaining sacred space, card 26, which is an 8, infinity, and the Lemurian Alsu Nanastrahuret, maintaining sacred space. Let's see what feels like crowns in this one. And the deeper concept is, in at oneness with the one life, we cancel out illusion in our environment, always dwelling in sacred space. So I do hear something about taking care of the home in this sacred space, feng shui, Marie Kondo, anything you need to do to get yourself into that space where you're feeling harmonious and at one with your environment. So look around and, you could look at your opposite sign reading, Aries. There is the flip side of this, gives some deeper insight into how that might be performed or what that might be for, but definitely for bringing harmony into your relationships, like honoring your space and also making you a sacred space too. Those both in the physical. Okay, so let's go to the emotional. Oh no, this is the mental deck, sorry. Mental. How mentally might Libra support themselves in this next week? Next week for Libra. This is your time to shine. Okay, there is the one for the mind. In the Qi Vesta, card 11, another mastery. So we got a 22 and 11. Peace through indivisible oneness. Rusatir Menevichvi. There's the drawing. Peace through indivisible oneness. Ooh, we are one. Let's see what it says. Peace in the world comes from peace within. Peace within comes from, you're gonna love it, the intermarriage of our masculine and feminine into perfect oneness. This is just the next level. So not only on a physical level, finding harmony in our environment. That might also be saying do some yoga so you balance your right and left poles. I've got some great practices on this channel. Nadi Shodhan is a great cleansing practice to balance the hemispheres of the brain. Different body postures to balance one side and the other, right? And then you're bringing peace to your body, which is then reflected into the world, as within, so without. And that's also like a mental place, like when we come together within ourselves mentally. And I mentioned that with the last cards, like, is this logical or am I using my intuition? And how can I do both? How can I use some facts, but also feel like what's the right thing to do? Like I had to get my car towed this morning. And if you watch my spiritual mechanic video, you know that. But so I'm sitting there and I had, made an appointment for the car dealership that was just across the freeway because it was less than a mile away and I'd been there for an oil change before. It's a used car dealership and I've sometimes had coupons for there or whatever. And I guess I bought my last used car from the same dealership. So it just didn't even cross my mind that it was like a dealership. Anyway, so I just made an appointment there and then the tow guy came really late, but sweet when he showed up. And when he said, do you really want to take it to the dealership? Because, a mom and pop shop is going to charge you way less and, all of that. And I'm thinking, yeah, I wasn't really looking at all my options. I was just like looking at the facts of what I've done in the past, but that totally makes sense. And of course, like I intuitively want to help the small business. Yes, of course. So both of those things played out in me in harmonious union. And I was able to also like appreciate this guy's help and, serve him. Maybe he gets a kickback from these guys. I don't know, but that brought deeper peace into the world, right? By me having that balance within myself. I didn't be like, I got this, buddy, I'll take care of it myself or whatever. So anyway, just a thought on that. So let's get into the emotional card now for Libra. What is the emotional support or concept that might best help Libra in this coming week from the Qi Vesta? Okay, we're getting these two. Okay. We are getting card 33. Wow, we have 11, a 22, and a 33. The 3 progressive master numbers. So this is a good week for you, Libra, and that balancing mastery. See the perfection of delays. Archba Spinhel la donc is the Lemurian. See the perfection in delays. I love this. I have no idea what this shape is doing. If you have any feedback on it. The deeper concept is the timing of the dance of life is orchestrated by what seems like delays, but flawless is the timing of the steps of the dance. So emotionally, if you feel like something's just not happening fast enough, this is a card to remind, hey, there's perfection in the delay. Maybe things are working out this way because there's something else lining up along, behind the scenes that you don't know about. So emotionally, like, especially with Mars and Cancer right now, that's a difficult position. There's a little extra emotion in what should be like a very like fiery and active sign. It can really get kind of like, upsetting. And since this is the emotional card, try to see the delays that may be showing up right now as a perfect unfolding, right? Let's look at the second one. Innocent Discovery, card 23. Kasur Nenaz Salavi, Innocent Discovery. This kind of looks like a planet rotating, right? Innocent Discovery. And it says, it is within the innocent discovery of life that mastery is born. Let our mantra be, I know nothing. I experience all things in the timelessness of my being. It is within the innocent discovery of life that a master is born. So that child nature, right? I know nothing. I experience all things in the timelessness of my being. It's really like, of course, you're going to feel all things, but there's something about it that, maybe feeling things with a new sense of innocence this week, rediscovering as if you're feeling this thing for the first time. Allow yourself to feel it anew. So if it's been a challenging emotion, right, or something's stuck, something seems delayed, it's not working, it's not coming along as fast as you would like, right? See the perfection of the delay, but also acknowledge you experience all the feelings. Like, you don't know how this is supposed to go. Maybe this is exactly the script your life was written in, right? Maybe this is exactly how it's supposed to go. And if so, are you cherishing all of your emotions in the timelessness of your being, right? Are you feeling, are you, it's like, I know nothing is to get out of the mind and just experience, right? It doesn't have to be all the time about understanding every little thing, but instead, experiential. Pardon me. If you want to hear the funny story about this drink, you have to go to the Aries video, the opposite sign. Okay, this is the spiritual component. So on a spiritual level, what is Libra's advice today? What is the concept most supported to Libra for this week? From the mental concepts, I guess we'll take all three. From the Qi Vesta, we have card 14, 21, and 22 again. So we have a 22, an 11, a 33, and a 22. 4 mastery numbers. So this is a big up level, Libra. Big up level coming in here. So we'll read the 22 first. Responding with the power of silence. So remember, this is your spiritual advice. Lexarut Mespa, responding with the power of silence. And the deeper concept is let your speech be a cause rather than the effect of another's. It is masterful to respond and foolish to react. So recognizing spiritually when something is coming at you, you get to respond, not react. That's foolish, right? So this is saying, listen, take it in, and then choose wisely your words, okay? The next one, card 14, purified feelings as guidance. Plubis ararast nesatu, purified feelings as guidance. The deeper concept is, as long as any programming exists in our lives, our feelings are unreliable sources for conveying the one life's unfoldment through us. Thank you, card. That's a plug for doing emotion code with me. Because if we have programs running from the past, trapped emotions and so forth, they do clog, make it difficult to really hear the intuitive voice, right? Then it's like, wait, is that coming from fear? Is that coming from a past thing? You want to have the pure guidance, right? Purified feelings as guidance. So doing some emotion code work is super profound. Or yoga nidra. You can find some free yoga nidras on this channel too. And your final card today, card 21, the Qi Vesta, relinquishing the need to speak. Vasvanez bisatut. Looks like a little family. It says, speak only when your heart prompts you to do so. Only then will your words be androgynous in nature, containing both, right? That comes from earlier, right? In this way, you speak the language of infinite life. So this goes back to what we're doing on a physical level to harmonize our environment and our relationships and our inner union so we get to that place where we're balanced. Then spiritually, we know that because we're balanced, it's only when our heart tells us to that we say anything. So maybe this week there is some silent reflection and listening and focusing on the balancing point. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I hope this has been enjoyable. If you would like a personalized Qi Vesta reading, I actually do it ends up being about 8 cards. You do 2 from each of the deck, and I draw you a sigil that contains the energy of all 8 of those, and you get to have that with you to put under your bed or on your altar on your phone to help work with these energies a little bit longer all week. So if that interests you, again, that's done by donation. You can contact me in the info below, and I'm so happy you're here. I hope you check out all my other content, especially for you, the Divine Union series that I've been working on. And I hope you come back again for another reading. I don't know if I'll use these cards or something else next week, but come back and see. Much love. Namaste.